to meaningful numbers, we need measurement. So this is what we already covered, and then certain requirements of measurement are there that are those standards that they have to be universally acceptable. To be कुठेही जा विश्वामध्ये, they must be accepted by all of them. Otherwise, you may use unit. Let us say if you just want to uh, show the milestones. Those are the earlier those kind of stones were used to be erected on roadside to show the distance from that point to the next city or important village or important city, like that. So there in Maharashtra, you say that let us say from Lonere, Panvel is 100 kilometers. So you must understand that 100 kilometers is how much distance is there. But let us say there is one more state, Karnataka. If that state wants to mention something different unit, and even if kilometer is there, then that definition of kilometer is different for them. Then that would create confusion. So these things must be universally acceptable. म्हणजे सर्वांनी ते स्वीकारायला हवे आणि सर्वांचं त्याचं जे अंडरस्टँडिंग आहे दॅट मस्ट बी ट्रू अँड दे मस्ट बी इनव्हेरिएबल. म्हणजे ते व्हेरिएबल असायला नको. जसं की महाराष्ट्रातलं 1 किलोमीटर आणि कर्नाटकामधलं 1 किलोमीटर मस्ट नॉट बी डिफरंट. दे हॅव टू बी इनव्हेरिएबल. दे मस्ट नॉट बी व्हेरिएबल. ओके, वेगवेगळे नसू नयेत. अदरवाइज दॅट विल क्रिएट confusion. So we have already seen these things. Then electrical measurement, those kind of measurements, through measurement is a process in which we determine magnitude of certain quantity by comparing it against standards. So here in electrical measurements, we determine magnitudes of electrical quantities such as voltage, current, electric power, electric energy by comparing that quantity against standard. So in case of ammeter, current under measurement is compared against the standard device called as ammeter. Okay, so that ammeter is designed. If you look at okay. So from 0 to 20, this is calibrated. जेव्हा हा पॉइंटर डिफ्लेक्ट होतो, हा पॉइंटर आहे, हा पॉइंटर एका म्हणजे ज्या इकडे त्याचं डिफ्लेक्शन होतं म्हणजे डिस्प्लेसमेंट होते, इट इज कॉल्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ओके, सो एक्झॅक्टली इथे गेल्यानंतर 20 मिली अँपिअरच असेल. हे कॅलिब्रेशन केलेलं आहे. So we have already gone through this. This kind of ammeters are called as analog ammeters. Okay, these kind of ammeters are called as analog ammeters. So this is multimeter. This is your multimeter device. It is called as multimeter because multiple quantities or multiple measurements can be done with the help of this kind of meter. Here it shows ohm, volt, and ampere. Means what? It can be used as an ammeter, as a ohm meter, as well as voltmeter. So multimeter means the meter which can be used to measure multiple electrical quantities. So such meter is considered to be multimeter. Unlike that, this one measures just your current. Okay, so this is ammeter, and here this one is digital because here whatever the reading we get is through digits. So that is this kind of those meters which have this kind of display are called as digital meters. Unlike that, those meters which have this kind of pointer kind of arrangement to display the reading are called as analog meters. So I hope it is clear to you people the difference between digital and analog. Okay. So this is multimeter. This kind of multimeter we use in our labs. Okay, here it has got digital display. So this is basically digital meter. Multimeter is a digital meter. It could be analog also, but whatever most of the multimeters which we use are digital meters. Okay, so with this, so this purpose of measurement, as I told you, to convert physical phenomena into meaningful numbers. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. Like if you want to make the calculations, if you want to design the system, if you want to implement the applications, and we have to measure the things. We have to set it. Okay. So let us say, as I had given you the example, like fan speed. So depending on the means, that is the indirect measurement. When we switch on the fan, say at level 1, so we sense it. Means basically we measure it. Sensing is a measuring through our skin when we sense whether that much fans level is enough to make us comfortable or not. That is what sensed through our skin. So without, let us say if our skin, if you have lost our skin sense, then we can, it doesn't matter whether fan is at level 1 or at level 2 or at level 3. So that's the point. So without measurement, we cannot control anything. Therefore, measurement is very important to, first of all, to make or to transform physical phenomena into meaningful numbers. Physical phenomena, I have already told you, physical म्हणजे भौतिक. Phenomena म्हणजे ज्या निसर्गात घडणाऱ्या ज्या घटना असतात. Let us say this raining. Rain is a physical phenomenon. Okay, phenomenon singular, phenomena plural. Or let us say sunshine is a natural phenomenon or physical phenomenon. Or even electric flow of electric current. This is also physical because this is what happens in nature according to laws of nature. So everything is there. The way our body functions. These are some physical or natural phenomena. So to measure such phenomena or to convert such phenomena into meaningful numbers so that they can be studied and they can be controlled according to human needs or requirements, we need measurements. Okay, let us say even we measure rain also. We measure rain also. It's 1 mm rain or 1 centimeter rain. So that gives us the idea of intensity of rain. So without measuring anything, we cannot study. That's the point. So in order to study something, this kind of natural phenomena, they have to be converted into meaningful numbers. Then the next section was 1.4. 1.3 we haven't studied yet. 1.4 we studied desirable qualities of measuring instruments. So these instrumentation I have already told you, like let us say this in industries, if you want to measure temperature, then thermometer can be used. But with the help of thermometer, we cannot get directly reading. Okay, we have to read it manually. We cannot show it on, let us say, digital display. In order to do that, what we do, we use indirect electrical measurements. So that temperature is converted into equivalent electrical voltage, and that voltage is measured. And then that is final and then convert back to temperature. Okay. So that is a calibration. The calibration is suppose 100 degrees Celsius the voltage, or let us say 100 volt 99 degree temperature degree Celsius temperature तर voltage 99 volt and the display असते त्यावरती मात्र असं temperature मध्ये असते indicate केलं असेल. So something like that. Okay. So I had already given the example like AC example, automatic AC. There also there is a device called thermostat which senses temperature continuously. Let's say if you want to keep this AC at 26 degrees Celsius, then there is a device temperature sensor called thermostat which continuously senses that temperature and accordingly it gives equivalent electrical signal. म्हणजे त्याच्या प्रमाणातला equivalent in the sense त्याच्या प्रमाणातला electrical signal तो देतो. Like it's like a translator. म्हणजे already तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं की जसं की if you want to communicate with some Chinese person, then and if he doesn't know Hindi or English or any other language, which or Marathi, which we do understand, then we need a translator. So it's like that. Translator, if we say, let us say one in English, then that translator would change or translate that English one into equivalent Chinese number, something like that. Anyway, so desirable qualities, indesirable qualities, we have already covered. So before that, first, this was the measurement. I have already told you the unknown quantity or quantity which is being measured is called as this measurement. It is not being measured, but it's being measured. It should have been quantity being measured. क्वांटिटी बिंग मेजर, म्हणजे जी क्वांटिटी मेजर केली जात आहे त्या क्वांटिटीला काय म्हणतो मेजरंट म्हणतो. जसं की ॲमीटर असेल. In case of ॲमीटर we are doing some measurement with the help of ॲमीटर, then your current becomes measurand. So unknown quantity, okay, unknown quantity or quantity which is being measured is called a measurand. Then next, analog digital, as I just told you, this kind of displays are called as 7 segment displays because there are 7 segments: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then calibration, I told you, की कॅलिब्रेशन म्हणजे बेसिकली एखाद्या कंपनीने जर एखादं जसं की स्केलचं एक्झाम्पल आपण घेतलं, स्केलमध्ये कॅमलिन कंपनी, यू वी ऑलरेडी नो इट मोस्ट ऑफ अस. सो दॅट कॅमलिन कंपनी लेटस आहे एखादी त्यांनी 1 फूट लेंथची स्केल मॅन्युफॅक्चर केली किंवा प्रोड्यूस केली, तर एक्झॅक्टली त्यांना ते टेस्ट करावी लागते की एक्झॅक्टली ती 1 फूट लेंथच आहे त्याची. तर ते कसे करतात की त्यांच्याकडे ऑलरेडी एक स्टँडर्ड स्केल असतं, त्याच्याशी ते कम्पेअर करतात की दोन्ही एकमेकांच्या समोर ठेवतात आणि पाहतात की येस या दोघांची जरी लेंथ पण आहे, याचा अर्थ जे त्यांनी स्केल मॅन्युफॅक्चर केलेली आहे दॅट इज करेक्ट. ओके, सो just second. सो त्यांच्याकडे जे स्केल असेल त्यांच्या लॅबमध्ये किंवा त्या कंपनीमध्ये, तर ती स्केल असेल ते त्यांना माहिती आहे की ती 100% ॲक्युरेट स्केल आहे, की ज्याच्याशी ते मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग स्केल झालेली असेल ती कम्पेअर केली जाईल. सो हाऊ डू they know it that the scale which is 100% accurate scale which is there at their company is guaranteed to be accurate. म्हणजे काय असं का म्हणू शकतो की ते गॅरंटीड ॲक्युरेटच आहे, कारण ती त्यांनी इन टर्म कुठेतरी बाहेर जाऊन कॅलिब्रेट केले असेल. कुठे कॅलिब्रेट केले असेल तर नॅशनल लॅबला. आपल्या इंडियामध्ये पण लॅब असतात गव्हर्नमेंट कंट्रोल, जसं की आपले वेट असेल, मी ऑलरेडी तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे की जे वेट्स असतात 1 kg म्हणजे एक्झॅक्टली 1 kg नसायला हवं, म्हणजे अदरवाईज आपण जो शॉपकीपर असेल ही मे मेक अस फूल. ओके, that instead of 1 kg he would go give us, let us say, if you want to buy sugar, he would give us 900 grams of sugar, so like that. So therefore those weights have to be calibrated and certified. Okay, so similarly he just scale आहे 1 foot length ची जर स्केल असेल तर जी मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कंपनी केली तरी त्यांच्या whatever the scale is, a standard scale is there in their lab or in their that company itself, with that standard scale this manufactured scale has to be compared. Okay, and then it has to be ascertain म्हणजे खात्री करून घेणे that yes J scale which has been manufactured by them is also 100% accurate. त्याच्यानंतर त्यांच्याकडे जे स्टँडर्ड स्केल असेल ते नॅशनल लॅब्स मधले स्टँडर्ड स्केल बरोबर कॅलिब्रेट केलेली असते, कॅलिब्रेट म्हणजे कम्पेअर करून त्याची ॲक्युरेसी ती एन्श्योर केलेली असते, म्हणजे त्याची खात्री करून घेतलेली असते. आणि नॅशनल लॅबला जे स्केल असते दॅट मस्ट हॅव बीन फर्दर कॅलिब्रेटेड विथ द स्केल विच इज ॲट द लेवल ऑफ इंटरनॅशनल. ओके, तर हे मी तुम्हाला सिक्वेन्स सांगितलं पाहिजे. जसं की तुम्ही सपोज एखादा एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह केलं, numerical example, you don't know the answer, then what do? You go to teacher to check it whether your answer is correct or not. But let's say you may have doubt with teacher also, then what can happen, that you can go to book, or teacher can also go to the book, because in most of the cases the answers of unsolved examples are given in the book. But let us say there is you have doubt with books answers, so then you can go to the author, like that. So manufactured device like a student, then teacher like a standard device at company, then book means what, standard device at national level, standard device at international. Means what, as you move from left side to right side, as you as you move in this direction, what happens? It is expected that accuracy goes on increasing. Okay, accuracy goes on increasing. It is expected. Okay, so as you move from left side to right side, it is expected that accuracy goes on increasing. I hope it is clear to you people. Then we are going through types of measurements, direct measurement, like ammeter, voltmeter. These are the examples which gives us readings directly. Okay. आणि त्या डायरेक्ट मध्ये दोन टाईप्स असतात. एक डिप्लेक्शन, जसं हे डिप्लेक्शन म्हणजे या टाईप आपण ऑलरेडी पाहिलेलं आहे, म्हणजे अनालॉग टाईप इन्स्ट्रुमेंट असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये पॉइंटर असतो विच टेक्स टू शो द रिडिंग. ओके. आणि कंपॅरिझन म्हणजे जसं आपण बॅलन्स एक्झाम्पल पाहिलं होतं, बॅलन्स वी कॉल इन मराठी तराजू. ओके. सो इन दॅट केस व्हॉट हॅपन्स, देर आर टू पॅन्स, दोन पॅन असतात. इन दोज पॅन्स वी in one pan there is standard quantity, a standard let's say 1 kg weight, and in another quantity, in another pan we place let us say sugar, that is a quantity which is to be measured. Then when that pointer of the balance is placed at zero level, that is called as null level. Okay, and in that case what happens, if they are balanced, both the pans are balanced, the pointer is at zero, that is the null is zero. Okay, and then we get the value of unknown quantity. Okay, so by comparing with known quantity, like a known weight. Okay, so balance, then this. Okay, so this was about direct measurement. The indirect measurement is, let us say, if you want to measure power, electric power, the wattmeter is required. But let us say if we do not have wattmeter, then what we can do? We can still measure power by using voltmeter, ammeter, and power factor meter. Or let us say if you want to measure power factor, but we do not have power factor meter, then still we can measure power factor, but using what? We need wattmeter, voltmeter, and ammeter to measure power factor. Okay, so wattmeter gives us P, voltmeter gives us voltage, and ammeter uses current. Okay, and then we can use this formula, cos phi is equal to P upon I, P upon VI, and then that will help. It is equivalent to wattmeter reading upon voltmeter reading into ammeter reading. So that would give us power factor of a load without actually having or using power factor meter. So I had already told you that this power factor is a property of load and not of the source. Okay. So one power factor is 100% power factor basically gives us the idea that how much power supplied by the source is utilized by the, or what percentage of power supplied by the source is utilized by the load. If power factor is 1, means what? 100% power is utilized by the load. If power factor is 0, it means that 0% power is utilized by the load. It means 100% power is wasted. Okay, it is not utilized. If power factor is 90 or 0.9, it means 90% power is utilized by the load and 10% power is wasted. Okay. So that was about. And then next was desirable qualities. Desirable means it is good to have. Where something is desirable means it is good to have. Yeah. जवळ जर आपली एखादी गोष्ट असेल then it is very good. Okay, something like that. So accuracy. So these are the qualities which these measuring instruments like ammeters, voltmeters, power factor meters, wattmeters, they are expected to have, or it is very good if they have it. Okay, or in short, they must have it if you want accurate results or clear-cut results. Accuracy. So accuracy means what? Degree of closeness with which an instrument reading approaches the true value of the measurement. Measurement is quantity being measured or unknown quantity. So unknown quantity is true value. So true म्हणजे जी त्याची खरी व्हॅल्यू आहे, जसं की 100 व्होल्ट व्होल्टेज असेल तर 100 व्होल्ट इज इट्स ट्रू व्हॅल्यू. सो डिग्री ऑफ क्लोजनेस, डिग्री म्हणजे ते किती प्रमाण, जसं की सपोज तुम्ही जर पाहाल आपल्या ट्रू व्हॅल्यू व्होल्टेज किती आहे 100 व्होल्ट आणि आपलं व्होल्ट मीटर किती देतो 99 व्होल्ट. then it is fairly close to this true value. Let us say this is true value. This is measured value, ME, measured value. Okay, it's fairly close. But let us say true value is 2 volt and the measured value is 1 volt. Okay, so in both the case, the difference between true value and measured value is of just 1 volt. Here also 1 volt and here also 1. But this device, this measurement is fairly accurate because it is very close to the true value. Here there is a difference of 50%. So this is not a close. Anyway, so degree of closeness with which an instrument reading approaches the true value of the measurer. So this is accuracy. Then precision. So I already told you precision is the measure of reproducibility of reading. Reproducibility म्हणजे काय ते तेच reading परत परत दाखवणं. So precision is different and accuracy is different. So suppose एक आपल्याकडे we have got 3 different voltmeters which are used to measure a voltage whose true value is 100 volt. म्हणजे 100 volt हे actual voltage आहे. तर पहिला voltmeter जो आपल्याला तो काय देतो की तो readings आपल्याला असे देतो की 90 volt, 90.1 volt, 90 म्हणजे जे सर्व readings आहेत ते ऑलमोस्ट रिप्रोड्यूस केलेले आहेत. बट ट्रू व्हॅल्यू पासून दूर आहेत. This is true value is 100 volt, but the readings shown by this voltmeter, we took 4 readings. So they are like 90 volt, 90.1 volt, 90 volt, 90 volt. So the same, that is almost 90 volt, is repeated again and again, or is reproduced again and again. So therefore, this voltmeter is precise. However, it is not accurate. This is how I have written, precise, but not accurate. Why it is not accurate? Because true value is 100 volt. However, the readings, different readings show.
Why तुमचा break होत?
Does everybody have the same issue?
Yes.
Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir. So see, it could be an issue from your side. So this instrument is, because it gives this almost equal readings again and again. So therefore we can say that this voltmeter is reproducing the readings again and again. Okay. So therefore this is precise, but it is not accurate. If you look at this second voltmeter, it gives readings like 90, 78, 62. See, remember, true value is still 100 volt. Voltage is not changed. But this meter is not accurate. So how the voltmeter आहे? So this one is neither precise. Every time. Then it could have been again precise but not accurate. But each time it gives us different reading. So therefore it is neither precise nor accurate. However, if you look at here, this is the third voltmeter, 100 volt, 100.1. So these readings are fairly equal. These readings are fairly equal. So therefore you can say that this one is precise, and as it is almost close to true value of the quantity being measured, therefore it is accurate also. So it is both accurate as well as precise. Why accurate? Because the readings given by this voltmeter are close to true value. That is the reason it is accurate. And why it is precise? Because all these readings are almost equal. That is 100, 100.1 volt and 99.9. They are almost equal. They are reproduced again and again. Okay, so therefore this voltmeter is both accurate as well as precise. So I hope it is clear to you people about the precision. Then this linearity and all that we already actually it was given in the earlier lecture. Then sensitivity. So sensitivity means it is the, I have already explained with the meaning of sensitive word. So whenever we say someone is sensitive, means what? If someone responds to input instantly, then that you say someone is very sensitive. Okay, means it is very if someone is very, let us say, responding to anything like a criticism or anything. क्रिटिसिझम म्हणजे एखाद्याला आपण बोललो की तुला हे येत नाही वगैरे, दॅट यू आर गुड फॉर नथिंग लाईक दॅट, आणि सडनली रिस्पॉन्स टू दॅट, देन यू वुड से दॅट दॅट पर्सन इज व्हेरी सेन्सिटिव्ह. ओके, मीन्स रिॲक्ट टू दॅट इफ समवन सेज समथिंग टू समवन, सो टू दॅट रिॲक्ट. सो सिमिलरली मेजरमेंट इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स असतात त्यांच्या बाबतीत कसं सेन्सिटिव्ह इन्स्ट्रुमेंट म्हणजे काय की जर आता हे 100 व्होल्ट होतं जे आपण ट्रू व्हॅल्यू पाहिली आणि त्याच्यानंतर थोडंच व्होल्टेज आपण चेंज केलं काही रिझनमुळे, ते 100.1 व्होल्ट झालं, तर जो आपला इन्स्ट्रुमेंट आहे तो पटकन जर तो सेन्सिटिव्ह खूप असेल तर तो 100.1 लगेच आपल्या रिडिंग शो करेल. बट इफ इट इज नॉट सेन्सिटिव्ह देन इट विल स्टील शो 100 व्होल्ट. तर ही जी आहे सेन्सिटिव्हिटी, इट इज द मेजर ऑफ ॲबिलिटी ऑफ अन इन्स्ट्रुमेंट टू डिटेक्ट स्मॉल चेंजेस इन मेजरमेंट. म्हणजे जे मेजरमेंट म्हणजे अननोन क्वांटिटीमध्ये थोडे थोडे जरी चेंजेस झाले तर ते जर चेंजेस आपल्या याला मेजरिंग इन्स्ट्रुमेंटला पिकअप करता येत असेल किंवा नोटीस करता येत असेल आणि अकॉर्डिंगली तो जर रिडिंग शो करत असेल तर वी से दॅट दॅट इन्स्ट्रुमेंट इज व्हेरी सेन्सिटिव्ह. इफ इट इज नॉट एबल टू डू दॅट देन इट इज नॉट that instrument is not sensitive. Instrument has to be sensitive, remember. If you want accurate measurements, then instrument has to be very, very sensitive. जरा जरी चेंज झालं तर इन्स्ट्रुमेंटने तो शो करायला हवा. ओके, सो इन्स्ट्रुमेंट हॅज टू बी व्हेरी, व्हेरी sensitive. So that's all about desirable qualities. The next part is related to errors. So let us go through this part. Error. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
No. Is it audible?
क्वांटिटी ठीक है, क्या देखा था? मेजरमेंट, राइट? अपना मेजरमेंट क्या होता है? मेजरमेंट क्या होता है? टू गेट द वैल्यू पार्ट है. इससे पहले हम चीज को मेजर करना चाहते हैं. मान लो कि हम गए किसी दुकान पे, हमें पता है कि वो 1 kg का सामान है, ठीक है, लेकिन फिर भी क्या होता है कि हम वेट करके लेते हैं ना, मेजर करते हैं कि आप भैया तौल के बताओ कि कितने केजी का है ये, ठीक है. तो ये तो इसका क्या हो गया, एक्चुअल वैल्यू हो गई कि मतलब हाँ ये 1 kg का है. लेकिन मेजर करने के बाद हमें क्या पता चलता है कि मान लो ये कितना है, 0.9 kg का है, मतलब 900 ग्राम का. तो क्या हो जाता है ये हो जाता है हमारा मेजर्ड वैल्यू। ठीक है, तो इन दोनों के बीच में जो डिफरेंस आता है 1 माइनस 0.9 कितना आ जाएगा 0.1 kg। तो ये हमारा क्या हो जाता है, एरर हो जाता है, मतलब इतने का डिफरेंस आ रहा है। आपने बोला तो 1 kg था, लेकिन आप दे कितना रहे हो, 900 ग्राम ही दे रहे हो। ठीक है, तो 100 ग्राम का क्या आ रहा है, डिफरेंस आ रहा है, तो ये हो जाता है, एरर हो जाता है। ठीक है, ये मान लो कि हमने ये 1 kg का है, लेकिन क्या हुआ, इंस्ट्रूमेंट ने गलत मेजर करके हमें कितना दे दिया, 0.9 kg का दे दिया। तो उसके कारण जो एरर आता है उसे क्या कहते हैं हम, इंस्ट्रूमेंट एरर कहते हैं। ठीक है, ठीक है, तो यहाँ तक आपने देखा कि इंस्ट्रूमेंट की गलती के कारण हो रहा था, राइट। सपोज कभी कभी ह्यूमन एरर भी होता है। मान लो कि वी हैव टू मान लो कि किसी टेबल पे 10 एप्पल्स रखे हुए हैं। ठीक है, तो ये तो बहुत स्मॉल क्वांटिटी में है, तो हमने एग्जैक्ट मेजर कर लिया। ठीक है, सपोज ये अब उस पे कितने रखे हुए हैं, 1600 रखे हुए एप्पल्स। अब इस एप्पल को हमें क्या कहा गया कि आप इस एप्पल को मेजर करो, सॉरी काउंट करो। हमें 10 था तो हमने अच्छे से काउंट कर लिया क्योंकि बहुत स्मॉल क्वांटिटी थी। अब क्या हो गया, एप्पल्स हो गया, अब हमें इसे काउंट करना है। तो क्या कभी कभी एरर आ सकता है, तो हम क्या बोल देते हैं कि 600 तो हमें पता है, 1600 हमें पता है कि है वो, तो हम क्या बोल देते हैं, प्लस 100 भी हो सकता है, या फिर मान लो कि मैंने 100 ज्यादा कर दिया होगा, या फिर 100 कम कर दिया होगा। तो मैंने क्या किया, प्लस माइनस 1600 प्लस माइनस 100। ठीक है, इसका मतलब कहने का मतलब क्या है कि हाँ बहुत लार्ज क्वांटिटी थी, तो मे बी मैंने 100 ज्यादा कर दिया होगा, या फिर 100 कम भी काउंट कर लिया होगा। तो इससे क्या कहते हैं, वेरिएशन एरर। ठीक है, ये वेरिएशन एरर क्या होता है, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू रीडिंग्स। ठीक है, सपोज ये 600 एप्पल है, किसी एक ऑब्जर्वर ने से कितने, मान लो कोई एक आदमी है ए, उसने काउंट किया कि आपका एप्पल कितना 1500 है। ठीक है, किसी तीसरे ने काउंट किया जिसका नाम बी है, उसने बोला कि आपका एप्पल 1700 है, और आपने जब काउंट किया तो आपने बोला कि 1600 है। क्या डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वैल्यूज आ रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो इसी को क्या कहते हैं, वेरिएशन इन एरर। ठीक है, ठीक है, तो हम क्या देखेंगे, टाइप्स ऑफ एरर क्या होता है। एरर क्या होता है कि डेविएशन ऑफ मेजर्ड वैल्यू फ्रॉम द ट्रू वैल्यू ऑफ द क्वांटिटी बीइंग मेजर्ड इज कॉल्ड एरर। ठीक है, मान लो कि ट्रू वैल्यू, मान लो कि कोई ये सामान है, मान लो ये अपना एक एलिमेंट है। ठीक है, इसकी ट्रू वैल्यू कितनी है, 900 ओम है, लेकिन जब हमने मेजर किया तो हमें इंस्ट्रूमेंट से क्या मिल रहा है, 100 ओम मिल रहा है। तो क्या होता है, ट्रू वैल्यू तो 90 है, लेकिन हमें कितना मिला, 100 मिला। तो क्या हो रहा है कि अपने वैल्यू से डेविएट कर रहा है। वही लिखा है, डेविएशन ऑफ मेजर्ड वैल्यू फ्रॉम द ट्रू वैल्यू ऑफ क्वांटिटी बीइंग मेजर्ड इज कॉल्ड एरर। तो इसे ही हम क्या कहते हैं, एरर कहते हैं। ठीक है, तो अब देखो सबसे पहले ट्रू वैल्यू क्या होता है और मेजर्ड वैल्यू क्या होता है। ठीक है, फर्स्ट वन इज ट्रू वैल्यू, सेकंड वन इज मेजर्ड वैल्यू। ट्रू वैल्यू क्या होती है, ट्रू वैल्यू नोन एक्चुअल एंड द एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू ऑफ क्वांटिटी। ठीक है, ये हमारी एक्चुअल वैल्यू होती है जो हम एक्सपेक्ट किए होते हैं कि हाँ इस क्वांटिटी से हमें इतनी वैल्यू मिलेगी। और मेजर्ड क्या होता है, रिजल्ट ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल मेजरमेंट ऑफ क्वांटिटी। और ये क्या होता है, मेजर्ड वैल्यू क्या होता है, जो हम मेजर करते हैं इंस्ट्रूमेंट से। ठीक है, ट्रू क्या होता है, उसकी एक्चुअल वैल्यू, और मेजर्ड क्या होता है, जो हम मेजर करते हैं। ठीक है, ठीक है, तो एरर को और भी हम कैसे डिफाइन कर सकते हैं, एरर इज डिफाइंड एज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मेजर्ड वैल्यू एंड ट्रू वैल्यू। तो एरर निकालने का ये फॉर्मूला हो गया। एरर आप कैसे निकाल लोगे, मान लो कि जो हमने मेजर वैल्यू ली है और जो उसकी ट्रू वैल्यू है, तो दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे तो क्या हमारा एरर आ जाएगा। ठीक है, मान लो कि यहाँ पे हमारी ट्रू वैल्यू कितनी है, 90 ओम है। ठीक है, और मेजर्ड वैल्यू कितनी है, 100 ओम दे रखी है आपको। तो एरर यहाँ से आप फाइंड आउट कर लोगे, एरर कितना हो जाएगा, मेजर्ड वैल्यू कितनी है, 100, ट्रू वैल्यू कितनी है 90, 100 माइनस 90 इक्वल्स टू 10। तो ये 10 ओम जो आपका है ये क्या हो गया, एरर आ गया। ठीक है, ट्रू वैल्यू तो 90 थी लेकिन आपका इंस्ट्रूमेंट क्या दे रहा है, 100 बता रहा है, तो ये आपका क्या हो गया, मतलब 10 ओम वो ज्यादा बता रहा है, ये आपका एरर हो गया। ठीक है, देखो अब एरर को ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, एरर क्या होता है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट रीडिंग माइनस ट्रू रीडिंग। यहाँ पे इंस्ट्रूमेंट हमने जो मान लो कि ये जो मेजर करेंगे इंस्ट्रूमेंट से ही करेंगे, तो क्या हो गया, इंस्ट्रूमेंट से हमने जो मेजर किया वो कितना आ रहा है 100 और उसकी ट्रू रीडिंग कितनी है 90। तो आप इसे ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो। ठीक है, तो उसके बाद परसेंटेज एरर, किसी ने पूछा कि कितनी परसेंट की एरर है आपके इस मतलब रीडिंग में। ठीक है, तो आप कैसे बताओगे, हमने ट्रू रीडिंग क्या लिया था, तो हमने मान लो कि ट्रू रीडिंग कितनी ली है 100 ली है। ठीक है, और जो हमारी इंस्ट्रूमेंट रीडिंग है जो हम मेजर कर रहे हैं इंस्ट्रूमेंट से वो कितनी आ रही है आपकी, मान लो कि 90 आ रही है, 110 आ रही है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ से परसेंटेज एरर कितना आ जाएगा आपका, इंस्ट्रूमेंट रीडिंग कितनी हो जाएगी 100, ठीक है, माइनस ट्रू रीडिंग कितनी हो जाएगी 90 अपॉन, सॉरी यहाँ पे दूसरा लिया ना मैंने, परसेंटेज एरर से कहाँ कितना निकाल लोगे, आपकी रीडिंग कितनी है, इंस्ट्रूमेंट रीडिंग कितनी है 100, इस वजह से पुट करना है आपको 110 माइनस ट्रू रीडिंग कितनी है 100 अपॉन ट्रू रीडिंग कितनी है 100 इंटू 100, कितना हो जाएगा 10 अपॉन 100 इंटू 100, 10%। तो आप यहाँ से बोल सकते हो कि 10% का एरर है मतलब इस रीडिंग में। ठीक है, तो ये हमारा हो गया कि एरर होता क्या है। ठीक है, तो इसके बाद हम क्या देखेंगे कि टाइप्स ऑफ एरर कितने होते हैं, कि किस किस कारणों से एरर आ सकती है हमारे सिस्टम में।
Okay, so I hope it is clear to you people. It is not at all difficult to understand. Yes, sir. It's a schedule for 11.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will, of course, we will complete this one, and then we will revisit or meet again at 12:30 for other lecture. Yes, we will finish this at this part. So error means what? It's very simple, nothing difficult at all. It is the difference between measured value and true value. Error formula, if you look at the error, it's the difference between what? Measured value of unknown quantity. Actually, I'm not writing this of unknown quantity, but you must understand it. Measured value of unknown quantity minus true value. Actual value. True value means actual value or acceptable value. Okay, measured value minus true value. So, or it may be called measured value means basically it is an instrument reading. Okay, or it is a true reading. Anyway, you can say. But it's fine. Measured value minus true value. So there is an issue with this one. What happens? Let us say let us take two examples which I have just given a few minutes back. So there are two voltmeter readings. If there are two readings are there, let us say, or two voltages are to be measured. First voltage has the value, this true value is equal to 100 volt. Okay. And the second reading or second type of circuit is there in which true value is equal to, let us say, 20 volt. So again, so here in this case, measured value is equal to, let us say, 90 volt. Okay. Here in this case, measured value is equal to 10 volt. Okay. So if we determine the error using this formula, so here I am writing error measured value for first case is 90 minus true value 100. It is minus.
That is not visible.
Oh, sorry.
सर ते दिसत नाही.
Sorry, sir. Okay. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So error formula is measured value minus true value. So let us say there are two different voltages in two different circuits. First circuit or first true value is equal to 100 volt, and in that, if you use voltmeter to read it, it gives us 90 volts. So that is the MVA measured value. The second circuit is there. In that, true value is 220 volt, and measured value we get is 10 volt. So if you use this formula, error is equal to measured value minus true value, we get error is equal to minus 10. Okay, it is minus 10 volt. Let us say it is minus 10 volt. Okay. So minus is actually measured value is less than true value. That is the reason it's minus. If it is opposite, if measured value is greater than that of the true value, then it could be positive. That is the only difference. This is for first. For second, again error is equal to in both the this 10 minus 20. So it is equal to again 10 volt. In both these cases, you can observe that error is equal. It is minus 10 volt. There is error of minus 10 volt. But there is no issue in this one. What is the issue? Because see, it's like let us say if you want to let us say if you have lent someone 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. You have lent someone 1 lakh rupees. And that person is not giving back your money. Lend means udar dene. Okay. And that person is not giving back your money. So after some time, after a lot of persuasion, it will be खूप they give me my money back and all that. And if that fellow gives you back, instead of 1 lakh rupees, 90,000. So you would feel bad, of course, because there is 10,000 is less than what you gave to him. But still, that is barely 90% money has been recovered. So let us say we gave someone to 20,000, and if that fellow is not giving back that total amount, and instead of that gives you the only 10,000 rupees, then there is a difference of 10,000 rupees. That is 50% money has been lost. So here in this case, you will feel much, you will be in much worse situation. Okay, so this is in this second situation. Okay, because here 90% money has been recovered. In the second, only 50% money has been recovered. So therefore, if you look at the percentage error, so here it is 90% true, means only 10% error is there here in this case, and here 50% error is there. So this is therefore this formula doesn't give us the proper intensity of error. This formula doesn't give us intensity of the error. Intensity म्हणजे तीव्रता, किती म्हणजे error किती problematic आहे, किती म्हणजे issue होऊ शकतो. This formula doesn't give us. So therefore what we do? We determine error in terms of percentage. So the formula for percentage error is, it is just Q percentage error is equal to measured value minus true value upon true value into 100. That's all. Nothing else. So if we take the first example, there was 90 measured value minus 100 upon 100 into 100. Okay. So therefore 90 minus 1 it is minus 10. This 100 cancel out each other, so it is minus 10%. Minus means example. The second example. Again, percentage error is equal to MV is 10 volt minus true value 20. So it is upon true value. So again it is 70 into 100. So if you look at this one, so it is minus 10 upon 20 into 100. So 20 into 21 into 5. Okay, so therefore it is minus 10 into 5, it is minus 50. Minus 50%. So here error is quite high, it is 50%. Here it is only 10%. So in both the cases, error, there is, if you look at the actual error, then there is an error of only 10 volt. या दोन्ही केस मध्ये जर तुम्ही डेविएशन किती होते 10 व्होल्ट. पहिल्या केस मध्ये पण 100 व्होल्ट असायला हवं होतं, इट शोज 90 व्होल्ट. सेकंड केस व्होल्टेज किती असायला हवं होतं 20 व्होल्ट, बट इट शोज 10 व्होल्ट. सो इन बोथ द केसेस deviation or difference in readings is of only 10 volt. But if you look at in terms of percentage, here it is 50%, here it is only 10%. Okay, so therefore this formula is called as absolute error. Absolute, this is called as absolute error. And ही जी आहे हा जो formula आहे, that is called as relative error. Okay, relatively ठीक आहे. So relative error is important. So there are two types of errors: absolute error and relative error. Okay, absolute error and relative error. So relative error is important than absolute error. Okay, so this is relative error. That one was absolute error. Okay, so with this, let us conclude this lecture, and we would meet again at 12:30 for the next lecture. Again, join in by the same link. I will not resend you another link. Okay, so join again using the same link. No issue. So with this, let us conclude. Thank you very much.